We're going up to see Jenny and surprise her with her $5,000 prize. Jenny, congratulations. You're a Bunnings home ground hero.
Pretty honoured and humbled to be a Bunnings home ground hero.
It's overwhelming actually, it's humbling. It's a nice reminder about why I do this.
But yeah, just a whole sense of gratitude, man, and thankful to Bunnings and TNZ.
Tēnā koutou katoa, mōrena ngā mihi o te ata, and welcome to the Bunnings Premier Touch League 2022 here from Te Upoko Tika, Te Whangareu Atara Pōneke of Wellington. Hey, as always, it's great to have the support of our principal partners, Bunnings Warehouse, for this year's event. We have the 07 Heat taking on the Northern Strikers, and I'm joined by none other than Mr. George Onke. Kia ora, George.
Oh, kia ora. I'm looking forward to this one. Both teams undefeated. It's going to be a great game. The Heat finding their rhythm, and also the Strikers being formidable yesterday, so it's going to be a showstopper.
Hey, and how sharp do everyone look in the SAS gears, which is one of our major sponsors, and also those awesome Essex boots. So thank you very much to all our sponsors, Silver Fern, the official board provider also. So Georgie, day 2, Sunday morning. How's your morning gone so far?
It's gone well, actually. I've been very lucky. I've been sitting in here doing a bit of commentary, and then I've got the luxury of getting donated oyster fritter. So you missed out. You're commentating the wrong game. I've enjoyed that well, coming from the Wellington market. So beautiful day here in Wellington. Market's going well, and oyster fritters to start us off.
Well, you know what they say, George, good things come to good people, so congratulations. But here we've got the 07 Heat lined up, and, this is a really nice touch, don't you think, George, how the teams come out, line up and just take those sort of last few moments before tap-off?
Yeah, it's always good, eh? And normally the international events, you'll get the, the anthems and so forth and a bit of haka. This is an opportunity just to go out there, take in the moment, get appreciated for your achievement, acknowledge the other team, shake a few hands, and then get into the rhythm.
Yeah, and to everyone there in the Waikato, and also those in Te Raki Pai Whenua up there in North Harbour, Northern Strikers. Turf, here is your men's team running out there, and there's a few players that have come through these pathway programs, but more so they've come from those grassroots clubs back home, George.
Yeah, sure. With the grassroots, it's always good to have. There's an opportunity to play there when you're playing your grassroots, and then you come to this level. It's another level above levels. It's a bit more physical, a lot faster, and you've got a lot more combinations going on, so you've got to be ready for the action when you come to this league.
So I'm sure there's a lot of gratitude for their club teams, their school teams, those coaches that have chipped away and helped them get up to the standard. And speaking of standards, we've got Charlene Bannister, Plumridge, Alicia Ruwaiti, and George Haswell. So we've got a few big guns out there. Have I got that correct? No, I need to go back to this one. These are the correct refs, Georgie?
Yeah, that's right. We got George Haswell, Brent Kipton, and also Tanisha Gill will be taking this one.
Yeah, nice. And obviously George leading this group, but I must man, Tanisha's right up there. We've got Shah, we've got Lisha, these top female refs, so that's definitely credit to them getting these games.
Yeah, exactly, and you could put any of those ladies out there. They're doing a great job, and it's good to see our wahine represented on the field, and we talked about it yesterday. They like them because they're doing very well. And as we go to the team list here, you'll start us off with the 07 Heat.
Yeah, here we have none other than Camp Mita Graham. We've got Raiki, E4 Jones and Shan Tormidi are in this one. Tiwi Davies played outstanding yesterday. Legion Houghton leading the way for that final. We've got Chauncey Edwardson, Tāwera Ohia, young nephew of Aripa there. We've got Maddie Sinclair, kia ora ana to Bobby Mateariki. E4 Jones, we've got Trey Poihipi on the wing there, T. Solomon and Sasu Wihapi. That rounds off the 07 Heat. And moving over to the Strikers, Cameron Todd, good to see him back from the Otara Otago Whalers playing a bit of league down there. And then we've got Shiloh Flavel, who's come back through the program. Hamish Fawkes, awesome man, picked up through the draft along with Wombat number 5. Big Nate Turner, Matt Hutchinson coming through. George Durbin Burgess had a great homegrown. We've got Corrigan, Te Tuhi Tuta, Reihana Suda Finch is back in there. None other than Shaq Stone, Jackson, Toby Snellgrove, and rounded it off, Tama Winiana, fine young gentleman, awesome coming through the New Zealand 20s. And our management team there, we've got Luke Chapman, Daniel Morgan Putarangi, Joel Foster, done a lot of awesome work up there, and Saskia Van Loganburn, and I hope I pronounced your name properly. And the management crew for the 07 Heat, Mita Graham, Riley O'Donnell, always giving up, contributing there, and none other than one of the most sharpest managers going around in the scene, Rachel Stratford for the 07 Heat. It's about to go down final. As they say, it's a goodie and welly woody, and we're going down with it. So this is it. We've got the Strikers taking on 07 Heat Strikers on your screen, running from left to right. Just quickly, George, the live ladder.
Yeah, looking at the live ladder, both teams have gone through undefeated. This will be another game for the 07 Heat. They've had one under their belt, so they'll be looking for 2. The Strikers have done very well, and then we've also got Metro. And Metro and the Heat will be lining up this afternoon to round out the day to see who finishes top of the table for series number 1.
Yes. This one, a lot of people have been talking about this game this morning, that this may sort of get a little glimpse into the next PTL on where placements will be placed. So, yeah, man, I had caught up with E4, and a lot of them are just so excited to be back out playing high-level touch, George.
Yeah, and like we talked about earlier, 2020 was the last official national event we had. So a lot of these players have been working on their winter codes or not working on anything at all. So for some of them, it's the first time touch of the ball. They've had a few practices, and they can't wait to get out there. And also in Whanganuatara.
I think some of them might have to work on their English, because I hear the World Cup's over in England there, George. It's slightly different to the English we speak in Aotearoa.
Ka pai, I was going to try an accent there, but I won't ruin your ears.
Here we go, Shiloh's on the tip-off. Shaq Stone's in there. Comes young Tama Awiniana. Just setting this platform. Here goes big George Durbin with a sweep here. Shiloh's come around on the sweep. Steps back in. Oh, yeah, and they just disrupted the rhythm there, Georgie.
Yeah, disrupted the rhythm. It was a little bit deep on that pass. It needed to be a little bit lateral there, hitting the advantage line. Ball goes to ground, but that's a nice speed. That's showing how fast this game is going to be.
Yeah, and we'll watch these 1%ers there, just outside shoulders there. Maybe come, that's touch 3 coming through. Oh, there's a little error there just to start that first exit. That's a win for the Strikers.
It's a win for the Strikers because they're down at the right end, coming up to the 7 metre with a fresh set of 6. Here we go. 1 touch up, done, and here comes 5 more.
Yeah, Tama in there with George, number 9 there. Tama bows up Shaq Stone. Shaq's going to get, they may feed Shaq live, gets the ball back. Probably just dropped, so they sort of got dumped just slightly inside the 7. And the ideal is to drop on the 7, but Shaq's on the ball, and we've seen this young man over many, many years on the scoreline with the ball in hand, George.
Yeah, and he's done really well in the black with the silver fern as well, and he's got 4 dots in 1 game on Australia, so we expect to see him. And talking about seeing people, we've seen some action straight away, and it's a beautiful touchdown for the Strikers in the right-hand corner as we go back to the replay.
Shiloh gets the ball live, just eyes up, looks there, and look at Jackson, man. Beautiful finish right in the corner there. First saw this young man at the high-level 2018 Youth World Cup in Kuala Lumpur, Jackson. So touchdown there for the Strikers.
Oh, you couldn't get better than that touchdown. There was no room, and he managed to finish it beautifully. And here we go, straight away again. 07 Heat on the 7 metre line.
Yeah, we've got this combo here, Toby. That Turner, great touch there. So everyone's gone on to man on. Toby's on there. Ifyon, younger brother of, that's Tawera all here, number 12 there. Shant just opens up. Here we go, Mitz on the ball. He's going to get that nice platform that they're just moving this defence. Here goes Tawera with the ball. He's got a bit of feet here, Tawera. Over the top left to right. Little penalty there. They're dropping off the ball, And that's a nice clear rule now. We're all very on the same, I guess, generally on the same page with that rule.
Yeah, a lot of push and pull going on there, but because of the movement going through 07 Heat from left to right, it's catching the Strikers out there, so they're getting caught, because if they do it 3 or 4 times, they're going to get found out for not rolling too early.
Watch out here, E4 on the ball. Man, he's electric, E4. I've just seen him ruin a lot of great defence policies, but looks like young Hamish Fawkes. Just looking at that one out there. Yeah, he's just tucked under. There's that middle there on the board, double release. That's really good execution. 32 peel at speed. That entry line, if we go back through the replay here, Bunnings Warehouse replay, so if we watch Maddie here, really digs into this entry line, just 2 hands, really isolates that defender. Unfortunate for, I think it was young Hamish, that his outside wasn't connected or communicating. He can feel quite vulnerable, lonely at times there, George, on defence.
Yeah, well, but Matiaraki did very well to get into a little bit of a pocket there and just get out of reach and finish off beautifully.
Here comes Tuhi on a sweep. They're going to feed Tuhi. He's got feet Shaq left, nice and short, beautiful. Yeah, Te Tuhi Tuta, he's one of those players when he gets the ball, especially live, he puts the defence in 2-1. So he gets the ball and he's around nice and early. He doesn't so much step back, feeds that Shaq looks. Yeah, Cameron Todd, great work off the ball there, and they've struck straight back.
Yeah, it was a nice decoy play there. They always expect those top guys to come around. And Cameron Todd, he's no stranger to the touchdown line, and he came into form there.
Yeah, and he's had a couple of good seasons playing some top league in the South Island, so he's toughened up there with a bit of winter seasons in the South. But here we go, here's Chauncey, a bit of a sweet play here for Tawera. He's going to feed him. Tawere's got a bit of speed here. Yeah, through the hands. You know, it seems these last 2 touchdowns have just been really quick catch and release, just to manipulate the defence. And once again, both these touchdowns, the last 2 have come off sweep plays. So here we go. Chauncey just lines it up, checks off here, and they get the right defender, inside shoulder. Tawera comes around, and just quick release here, bang. Catch and pass from Shan in the corner. Sasu, who's not normally playing on the wing, but I hear he's doing a job that they're short of a winger this tournament, so he's doing really, really well.
Sasu, we happy, mate. I think he's earned himself a winger position. He's doing it. It's a hard job to do, and he's worked his way out there and been solid. I think he's the top try scorer for the tournament.
Is that right? Well, that says a lot, doesn't it? Your makeshift wingers step right up. And he was great there. He just got the ball, and they went straight into transition. Here comes Trey. Coming through the field, E4 at half, Mitters on the ball. Legion there, bit of a combo there. Touch 4 there. Here we go, E4 on a sweep. Oh, no, they're just really... Yeah, and these, they can just switch things up quite quickly. Oh, a little short side play. Through, oh, yeah, great touch there, Jackson. And look how quick that transition is, George.
Yeah, very good transition. Working their way through the midfield. Touch number 1, they're already at halfway or 10 metres within. That's 2 touches. Still got 4 touches up their sleeve. Nice control as they regroup. Oh, they're just punishing. They're going through the middle. Expect another strike as the dummy half there. Here we go. Heat on the back foot. Goes long over the top. Hard to defend when you're going backwards.
Oh, that was just poetry in motion watching that whole set. The defence, and it actually started with Jackson. He got that shut touch on the back end. Here we got Hutch there, just strike plant and coming through. Look at Cameron Todd straight inside shoulder, and then Shaq, ball in 2 hands. A couple of short attacking lines. They had a tuck platform in the background, which sort of kept E4 locked in. And then Jackson touches down in the corner. The end-to-end touch, that's what we want to see, Georgie.
Oh, beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. A great start to the game. If we keep this going, you won't be on the edge of this seat for very long.
Yeah.
You'll be on the floor.
Here we go, little Bay of Plenty combo here. We've got Chauncey and Tiwi. Pose up Shan. Shan's really strong on these platforms. Tiwi's just looking at his options. Oh, yeah. Man, Reiki, just such awareness. Hutch actually done well. He got up in that lane, just couldn't quite pick that one out. But Shan, nice platform. Tiwi loads up here. He's just looking for that player. And here, Hutch, yeah, he'd like that this time again. But Reiki just on the money there. And we're going end to end. This is the touch we've come to love, Georgie.
Yeah, Tui Davis was hot yesterday. The man with the hot hand. He comes back to go and set up another try for Reiki Willison.
Yeah, striker's on the ball, just moving it laterally. And look at Jackson. He's playing both sides. Jackson, the winger there. Here's some young Hamish Fawkes on the ball. Awesome to see young Hamish come through the draft system. Him and his older brother Angus picked up, which is great to see. Oh yeah. Man, that tuck setup that they're setting up, it's putting that outside link defender in 2 minds, and they're running it so well. This is a really, really nice line that Toby say drops, splits out, and then comes back on this hook line. Shaq just trying to find, so he goes back out, in, and then just diving away from Bobby, and lovely touchdown.
Yeah, Snellgrove's one of the best setters in the game, and also showing he's one of the best finishers in the game. He's one to look out for, doing his job, doing his role, and setting up for everybody else.
Yeah, good work. That work off the ball, which is just so vital these days, George. But here we go. Mitchell on the ball, working with Tiwi. Yeah, just isolating that middle defender. Going to get the ball back, Mitz. Quick transition, little error there. Well, he'll pick up on that one, but here goes Nate straight into it. And they'll get these fresh legs on. That's touch 2. Yeah, they'll be stoked with this set over halfway through. Just another power plant here. They just love this sort of latch drop here. And we'll just see if they go in again. And here's Georgie, just checked off. Yeah, unfortunate there because now it gives the Heat just time to reset. But they'll try and manipulate again. He feeling that's a good touch, Georgie. Little tuck plays are going in behind him short. And it's that, hey, if it's not broken, hey, just keep going back. And it's that tuck set up the same way, left to right, just putting that link in 2 minds. This is a nice plant again by Tama. George picks up, steps back, engages, sort of half engages Legion, where he has to make a decision, and he hits Tama Winiana. So he comes through again, and they've isolated Legion right there, and your link stepped up. So, yeah, it's definitely 2 very contrasting attacking styles going here at it.
Yeah, very good. And there was a nice drive play. That was the good platform there. And what they did was a shift that time, expecting the scoop to come in the earlier plays. But we're straight into extra plays here. And it's gone end to end with the 07 Heat. But George, with the referee whistle, has called a forward pass on that occasion.
Yeah. We go again. Foxy there. Just going through their exit systems. It's getting this outside shoulder, touch 3. Yeah, they win this area really well because you can use ball movement here, you can dig in so they can move over there and just gain some real easy yards. That's a great touch from Chauncey. There's Shiloh using his feet. Late cut from Cameron Todd moving them. Oh, look at this work. That's not a bad end to the set.
Nice, there was pressure there, there was opportunity there. They got them down the right corner of the field. They had a go. Didn't come up with a try, but they're in the perfect position. Next best thing.
Yeah, and also credit to the 07 Heat's defence. They just slid with that attacking play. That's a great ruck. Strong power plant there by Shan. Those ones are tricky, 2 defenders. Here we go, that's touch 4. They may move this ball, Maddie. Yeah, get a nice power plant here, Maddie. We haven't seen him on the board much, Maddie, but this is a great set. Tuck playing behind, E4 come through. Yeah, oh, Corrigan, man, he's been just consistently. How good have the wingers been through the grade?
Oh, been awesome, especially in the men's grade. The positioning's been well. A couple of teams haven't quite had the connection, but when you got people like Corrigan who can shut down tries like that, any other day, any other team, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, and again, steps up to that space. Yeah, and that connection, you talked about connection, Georgie. But here we go again. They got a lot of tricks up the sleeve here, the Heat. Sweep there for E4, he's going to feed him. Yeah, I mean, look, he drew 3 defenders.
Yeah, you know you're good if you got 3 defenders within like 2 metres of you. You put a lot of pressure on. So what that creates is opportunities wider. So they created a system where it draws everybody in around Mr. Jones. There goes the follow. There goes the follow.
Yeah, and it's so he's going at his teammate Matty, the good teammate from Loaded. But you know you've got Mitz on the outside there. So you're watching E4, you're watching Matty. So this follow, looky dummies, Mitter. Yeah, which just pulls that player, unfortunately, out there. There's nothing between that. Look, Matty loves that he's going at his good teammate there, but Cameron loves those moments. So there we go, 4-5, the 07 Heat stroke back.
Oh, what a beauty. And 11 minutes gone, and we've got 9 touchdowns. It's going to be a beauty. Ooh! Is that, what do we got there? It's a bit of a touch on the ball. The Kaiwawal has said that's okay. Let's replay that one.
Yeah, good stuff from the Kaiwawal, George there. Nice sweep there. George is going to... Oh, good work. Yeah, good touch there. Good attack and good defence. Got the ball again, George Durban Burgess. Just checking off. Well, looking to run a bit of a Pam setup. Shaq will get the ball. Oh, nice plant there. Ooh, yeah, in the back. Yeah, that's... The Kaiwawal, as you said before, just... really added his experience to that whole set.
He did. He had nice control, kept the distance, and nice pick there where he didn't actually go for the ball, but he was in the pathway, so good call on that one.
Yeah, and now the Heat, touch 4. They got really, really good ball. They've got a defensive line coming through. It'll be a play-through. You know, really, really unlucky there. That was quite a short, it's probably the shortest 7 of the game. And then, unfortunately, they get a penalty on the back. So, you know, these are these areas that we've got to make sure they're very, very consistent. So here we have the strikers on the ball. Tamawinian will tap it on the 10, or roll ball there, and they'll get straight into their transition plan here. So here's Hutch, just doing his roll, Hutch. They've sort of slightly, well, here's a nice injection for the tempo. But now they've got clean ball, fresh legs. Shiloh's out there, and you know, Shiloh's percentage decision-making's been good. Yeah, you've got to go in really, really strong on those plants. Young Hamish Fox, and he'll learn that stuff at this level, you know. He's still coming through the younger grades, but he's up with the big boys now and learning at the top level.
Yeah, every now and then, you know, 9 times out of 10, you'll win that ruck and have good control. You'll take your foot off the pedal for one moment, someone will get a hand in there, leg in there, push you a little bit harder, and you'll lose the ruck. You've got to get it 10 out of 10 times at this level.
Yeah, and doesn't get many opportunities to play against these guys, so it's good on the young fella for coming through. Oh, look at this guy. Yeah. That's good defence by strikers. You know, laterally going across. Oh, what a dive. Trey. Oh, did he go out? That was a beautiful finish. Unlucky, Trey. Nice.
There's not many times, Hicka, that I'm speechless. That was phenomenal. He deserved that try, my friend. Even if he dropped it, I'll say give him a point for execution.
Oh, rewind my select and give it to him. Here we go. Shaq's on the ball. He's just tuck set up. Oh, nice, Shaq. Yeah, so here we go. Looks like they're going to show this replay. Comes back through the hands. Yeah. Tiwi just digs, goes through, checks off. Well, Jackson didn't call the touch, so he must have gone out.
Must have, yeah. It was a line ball. It was pretty close to the old chalk there, or the paint.
We'll see that in the highlights reel. Here we go. Ifeon, Legion's going on the ball. That was a great touch, man. Held him up. Yeah, nice late. Oh. Yeah, man. I think this young Riley, that was an excellent touch. Really held up Ifeon on the drop. Here goes Cameron. This touch, they're sort of slowing the tempo through here, and then they'll get a good injection. This is this 4, and then they get real eyes up on the targets that they're after, because they're quite easy now, so they just chop back in. They're going to try and isolate E4 here by the looks. Oh, they get his younger brother. Here's this tuck set up again. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, it's still causing the Heat a few problems, that platform.
Yeah, sure. Like, say, in that scenario, I think a coaching call's come in instead of getting that touch on the 4th and final, just rolling, not allowing them to get that power play on the end of it, and you saw that on that occasion. So there's been some talks in the box. I presume that was one of them.
Yeah, he goes to the Heat. This is a great set for them. Touch 4 on the 10, coming through. Moving over to Shan. Chauncey's on the ball. He's going to just see if we can find the right option. Through the hands. Yeah, what's the call? Yeah, we're going back to the ref. I think it's called a... Oh, yeah, he's called the touch. Touch there, so it's a touch and pass going back there with Hutch. Straight back into it. There's a little bit of chat out there, a little bit of banter, I think, there, Georgie, but straight into it. It's touch 1. Got, looks like Shiloh. Is it Shiloh coming off? Tamawiniana. On comes Nate Turner, touch 3. Now, if you're in any team's half on touch 3, George, you know, you're in a good position. Yeah, win this ruck. Well done, Hamish. There's Toby trying to use the speed. Yeah, that was great mirror defence by Reiki. Just really stuck to his man, kept his man on his outside shoulder, mirrored him all the way. Yeah, good work by Willison, because on another day that would have been getting through there and offloading to an available player for a touchdown. So he worked hard through the midfield and owned up on the last one and got that good touch. Yeah, it comes from a really talented family, obviously older sisters with the New Zealand Sevens, and just a beautiful finance. So here we go, Bobby Matiariki with E4 Jones. We've got Tiwi up there on this side. We've got Matty Sinclair sitting at left link, you know, and that's his pet play, left to right, Matty. So they might run this tuck play to Matty in behind. Going to go through. Tiwi. Man, you know, he was, like you said, if you're on fire, and especially if from the Heat, you might as well just keep giving it to the man that's on fire. But it's that work off the ball. If you watch this platform, comes through. E4's holding that defender up. just dives, just misses, and then just carries on through. This has been a great first half there, Georgie.
Yeah, hot hand for the hot man. Local boy from Wellington, now living back up in Tauranga ways with his wahine and whānau, beautiful family. Good to see him down here. He's got a lot of supporters on the sideline. It was a huge reunion yesterday. Had about 100 people signing autographs for our Tiwi.
Oh, that's nice to hear. You know, he's obviously his roots are back in the Bay there, but he's done a lot of time here and a lot of good things here in Wellington, not just with touch, but sevens as well in the rugby scene. And he's back out. He's probably played a few rugby games on this field too. But here we go. We've got 2 minutes remaining in the half. It is 5-all, 07 Heat Strikers. This is the 2022 Bunnings Warehouse Premier Touch League. And this is, at the moment, these two of the top teams going at it.
They are. So in regards to this game, if Strikers win it, they'll be at the top of the table for the end of the day. And then it will come down to if Metro can win their game to sit at the top of the table with them.
Yeah, nice. Here we go, Tama here, 7 to Dick here at Link. Oh, he probably, good touch there. Ball down, I think Trey might have gave him just a little bit too much room there, Trey. More for when he dived in. Touch and go though. Hopefully we've got that really nice camera angle. So if we watch here, they isolate the Link here, so Tama gets actually one-on-one with Tāwera. Tāwera corners out. Tāwera looks like he's got his inside shoulder. Yeah, and probably just gave him a little bit too much room there. And, I mean, Razor.
Yeah, exactly. Poi Hippie just held a little bit just to check if his Link had it covered. But when you got Reihana Suda-Finch, one of the best finishers in the game, represented New Zealand, got some great tries against Australia, you don't give him an inch.
Yeah, that's right. And it's a great battle going on out there. See who goes E4 there? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and then on the other end, the makeshift winger. I think you said he might be the top try scorer to date. And he better watch out. He might be getting picked on wings instead of at links. But, man, this is, once again, you know, it's the style of pass that E4 throws. So he, ball in two hands, checks it over. It's, oh, yeah, just out of hand. And then Tiwi. Beautiful tap on, like you said, the man with the hot hand. And then Sass. Beautiful finish, and just props to that cameraman in that corner doing a wonderful job.
Literally a hot hand. You saw it in action right there. Strikers here on the 7 metre, trying to pull out the 07 Heat. Coming down to the last seconds. Heat know the time is up. They're not going to bite. Will they get that last play when the hooter is gone?
Yeah, that's an interesting call. Well, I think I need to watch the Bunnings Warehouse replay, but he actually, you know, the attacker has he can't go through. So he's obviously played a play on because this is basically half time. So touch there, comes through, you know, yeah, he's probably offside, Shan. He's actually offside because Shan is actually, he can change position now as long as he's not taking away the attacking space. So, yep, it's probably a fair call. The Strikers will go with it, the Heat may not, but there you go. That's a true indication of how close this first half has been. 7-6, Northern Strikers lead over the Heat.
We're going up to see Jenny and surprise her with her $5,000 prize. Jenny, congratulations. You're a Bunnings home ground hero.
Pretty honoured and humbled to be a Bunnings home ground hero.
It's overwhelming actually, it's humbling. It's a nice reminder about why I do this.
But yeah, just the whole sense of gratitude, man, and thankful to Bunnings and TNZ.
Sport. What does it mean to us? For some, it's potential, a promise that we could be better, that the early mornings will be worth it, that we could be champions.
It starts with touch.
Welcome back to the 2022 Bunnings Warehouse Premier Touch League. We want to always make sure that, like all our franchise have some unbelievable sponsors that have helped them get here. We also have some sponsors. We've got the Bunnings Warehouse, our principal partner. We've also got SAS Sport, our official apparel partner for Touch New Zealand. Then we head down to see the latest ASICS announcement featuring none other than Shiloh, who's with the Strikers. And then moving on, thanks to Silverfin for the official ball provider for Touch New Zealand. And grab your official ball online via the Touch New Zealand website. Also acknowledging Bartercard, get those nice little hookups at the ACOM.
Oh, awesome. Talking about hookups. These teams have had hookups as well. So franchise sponsors, and we're looking at the 07 Heat. We have Kiwi Staff Recruitment and Te Rapara Wholesale Cars helping the team get here today. And also for the Northern Strikers, as you saw in their uniforms, Foster and more. So thank you very much to our sponsors and providers for our franchise teams. Without you guys, this couldn't be possible.
Yeah, here we go. 07 Heat, hot on the tap off. E4 Jones. Maddie's coming around on a sweep through the hands. Great touch there. Really good sliding defence by the Northern Strikers. And you mentioned Te Rapaka Wholesales. They run an awesome touch tournament also, Georgie.
They do, the 10K one. Jangus, how good is that? That's some really good stuff going on there. Oh, off the ground.
Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter if he's falling over, Tiwi. It's just good. And it just goes to show his preparation's on and playing well. Berg meters here, Toby. Snellgrove coming through. Here we go on the ball, Shiloh, and what a wonderful ad that he's a part of. Dreams and aspirations from the young fella, love it. Shaq's going to get on the back end. Oh, just pulled out there. Yeah, those ones are unfortunate, but hey, they still could benefit from this. Who's this tuck play? Oh, over the top. Nice. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
can do no wrong.
Tiwi can do no wrong. He's falling over and turns it into gold. He gets his big pump shoulders in the way and turns that to gold. There's no stopping this guy today.
And this is the start you want from the Heat. E4. Yes, raise a big touch there. Nice, Matty. Just working this year. We've got young Kobe Solomon. I think you might have played a bit of touch with his dad there and his uncle.
Yeah, good genes, mate.
Machu and
yeah. Masters of the mixed game.
Oh, Mitts. Yeah, beautiful. Oh. Skill sets also. They've got a recount in there. How good. Legion's there, and I think Legion's just been biding this time, Legion, for a dig here. So we've got that wide there, Waikato combination right there, coming through, and obviously Hamilton boys, he's got awesome agility. Lot like us. Ooh, Razor come and stung that, and once again, you identify these players like E4, these quickie specialists. You've got to put a bit of defence around them.
That's right. As we get a bow here, we look to the skies. Everyone's getting a piece of this. As we back to the action, young Jones.
Yeah, and we will get some images from our Sky crew there very shortly. Whānau. That's old Carpini, who on. Oh, Legion. Yeah, I think he got that ball down. Beautiful. And we just said earlier, Legion's just been biding this time. And here we have from the Sky Cam. Here's Effion once again. It's that quickie guy, Mitts. Eyes up, ball out. And then ball in two hands. Legion comes across. Yeah, slides it in. Touchdown. Yep. And he just looked like he had that look when he come out there, the dentist.
Yeah, you're talking about Legion buying his time, and there he goes. He gets one dot down there. As we look to the skies, I think that was Peter Walter's private jet as he goes over to Malaysia and do some coaching courses over there. All the best, Pete, over there at developing the game across the nation.
Well, he's in another galaxy, isn't he? He's in another galaxy, that man. Yeah, Mr. Touch himself.
Touche.
Here we go. Big Nate Turner on the ball here. Yeah, Forks. He's a platform setter, Forksy. Oh, Toby just pulls out of that touch. Yeah, Raiki will try and make this one outside. Shan's on the ball. There's Forksy, good plant there. Tuck play again. Yeah, great touch there. Oh, I think, yeah, we'll just go back to that call. Might have called, yeah, the O-Heat player might have been offside. It looked like he slid it in early there, Nate, but here's the replay, and it's that same setup. It's that tuck setup. And behind comes here. Forks holds that man in. Here's Nate coming here. I think he might be just slightly... Yeah, I think he... Ball down, Nate.
Yeah, ball down. That's one of the greatest finishes there. He made the difference there. Got down low. Hard man to stop. Great finish. Here we go, straight back on attack. We have the 07 Heat. Chauncey there with the ball, having a dab early. The Heat setting up, and when you got names like that out on the field, here goes Mitter with Matt Sinclair. Picks, looks over the top.
Pop in. Oh, yeah, good work again. So we've got Razor and Hutch, I think, on it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Razor eats those up every day of the week. But once again, you know, you got Hutch this side, who's a teammate of Matty Sinclair, so they know each other so well. So I dare say he probably got the IQ that he was going long there. So that's a recount, and it's still only 1 in it between the strikers and the Heat.
Yeah, knowledge and experience by Matt Hutchinson, because getting over there and stopping that baton pass is really hard after working the middle and then being able to get over. Talking about getting over, George Burgess does well to get over to get that low ball game sorted.
Yeah, and I see he's moved to Wellies there, George, and he's down here obviously studying.
Yeah, he has, and he's been great for the Wellington area. He's such a young man with a great mind and been giving, very giving to the people around Wellington to help develop their game. So it's been instrumental in the progress and development of young men in Wellington.
Yeah, and he went really, really well in the homegrown series, so it's good to see him just still performing at these elite tournaments. Here we go, Legion. Quick ball out to Tiwi. Oh, here's that hot hand.
How does he do it? Look how big that chest is. He managed to like suck it back in, pull away from the touch. Watch this. Here we go. The big-chested man who does weights every day, pulls it in, gets down low, dots it down with that hot hand again.
And that's just smart coaching. You know, you got Mitts in the coaching playing that keep going to that hot hand. It was a beautiful pass from Legion, just a bullet out of the hand. So we've drawn it up again. Are they going to go back to what's been working? This tuck play? Or they're going to get Shaq on a sweep? Or they come over to this platform, 32 platform? Oh, yeah. That's a great touch. Yeah. Good work off the ball, too.
Yeah, Willison once again has been strong in the defensive pod here. He stopped some crucial touchdowns.
Yeah. They've got a lot of trust in their systems. Oh, yeah. Good the touch. You've got to go with the honest call. Yeah, good call there. Just good touch and pass.
Yeah, there's the number one winger of the tournament so far, Sasu. Good at attack and just as equally as good on defence. Here we go. Looking for that core.
Yeah, great work. Yeah, good work. Into it. And here we go back to these live images from Bobby Mateariki. Here's the man with the hot hand, Tiwi. Matty, everyone's just playing their role. Georgie, you know, sticking to their role. Looks like he's going to set up for a tuck to Mitts. Yeah, nice. Mitter. Oh, Mitts. Winding back the clock. And now they're coming back with a bit of their own. That same setup, that tuck setup, tucking in behind. And they've gone, and now they've taken the lead. So here it is. But Matty actually doesn't step back too early. Forces Cameron to go right back. Then he's out of play. And Mitts is just beautiful here. And we've got the wing on the outside. Sasu just keeping his space, keeping at one-on-one. So there we go. The Heat, they've come right back.
Yeah, sorry to be cliche, but it is a game of inches. And there was maybe 1 inch in that touch there. Well done by Stone. Almost got there, but the pure speed of Mitzer Graham comes to the party.
Yeah, once again, it's a great touch. Great touch there by Bobby. Going to get yeah, through the hands. Yeah. Hutch on the ball. You know, that was a don't give up play by Hutch. Because if you watch, the ball was actually on the ground for a bit, but Hutch just went in there. Like this ball here, when he gets touched, that ball's actually there for a bit before Hutch gets there, you know. There's a bit of downtime, but he just never gave up on it, pops it over. Yeah, no, I just don't think he might have caught him off. Might have caught him off there. But here we go, we've drawn it back up again, and everyone's just carried on with the calls, straight back into it, Georgie.
Yeah, I heard a call from the coach's box when we got the mics down on the field. Talking about down on the field, there's another beauty touchdown down on the field right there. Talk us through it. Hickapenny.
It's, you know, his role with that feet and agility and that low game of his, comes around, look at the sweep, kicks out on George, it just gets low early. You know, beautiful. And he actually gets low, if you watch, it's the inside arm, which is even harder. You might have seen in the 50s World Cup, this is vintage Peter Mack, inside arm on the quickie. But yeah, this is just all class, and he's practiced this a lot. He's probably done this on his older brother. He fought plenty of times in the backyard back there in Te Awamutu. But here we go back at it. Tatuhi, it'd be good to see them get Tatuhi injected because, oh yeah, through the hands. And having said that, Tatuhi can also be a good player, can run on a decoy play. But you know, these teams, the variety of tech that they're using. We go back to the Bunnings Warehouse replay. So here's Tatuhi. There's a little bit of threat there, thinking he may get it, and this is where they get the numbers. Skip pass from Shiloh. Riley goes through the hands, passes out, and man, what a great finish in the corner by. I mean, these wingers are just outstanding.
Yeah, Jackson wants to be a part of the party. I think he's hearing us talking about Sasu quite a bit, so he goes, hey, stop talking about him. Bring me back to the party.
Yeah, Tāwera, or here obviously, you know, or his uncle Aris. So the old freak doesn't fall too far from the tree, as they say. Oh, nice quick one there. Oh, yes. Yeah, wow.
Nice little ballerina move, near the sideline.
Yeah, and even that late wrap from Mitz on that play. Nice variation. Coming through, we've got 9.5 minutes counting down this one, second half. This is one of the top games of the morning in the men's grade on this field. Look at this pressure.
This game's delivered 100%. If you just join us, where have you been? 20 touchdowns and beautiful touchdowns, every single one of them.
Yeah. And they lost their way a little bit, that set the strikers, just in the orange zone. And first time for this whole game where there's been a little bit of indecision. But look at this, look how they return in defence. In your face stuff, 2 men at the ruck. But this is the 1%, you know, there's going to be a few moments in this last sort of 8 minutes that, you know, could make the difference, and it's just little things like good plants, no errors in those zones. Look at Legion go, really tested him there. Yeah, good officiating there. Yeah, great work there by Tanisha. A little bit of chat. So there's this little area here where the orange zone for the strikers was a bit clunky. That play, you got a player questioning the call, and there's a penalty. And that's probably a bit of ill discipline from both sides. Yeah,
that's twice now for the Heat. Winiata did very well to compose himself, keep chasing the man there and waiting till he was onside to make the touch. Heat weren't happy with that, had a few things to say, and now they get punished for it.
And real uncharacteristic also by both teams here. It's been such a clean game. But this puts pressure on the officiators, you know, to make sure that they keep them apart, keep it consistent. He goes to 2, and there's this feet. Man, that's a good touch, play through. Yeah, great touch. Yeah, and this is these little things that these players with experience do really, really well. You know, those are so vital, exiting your half, George.
Yeah, the platform's really good in winning the ruck areas now. It's 10 out of 10 for both teams. We haven't seen anyone lose the ball yet. Oh, nice pick there, Chauncey. Rolling back the years there, and still got it, mate, still got it. I see he's doing it well in the rugby scene. One of the favourites. I think they won the Premier grade back where he's from.
Well, I think the cool thing was Chauncey there, he just showed how good his work was, but the players off the ball. You know, they create that space so he can dig deep into the line. Here comes Hamish Fawkes, big motor just like his brother and his sister. Very, very talented family. There's also another brother. Oh, that's just that maturity, you know, that you'll get. But that could have been a call, you know. That could have been called in the box.
Yeah, they're used to doing those sort of things. So when they pull those out, so sometimes it's the 50-50 it's going to work or not. That may have been an opportunity just to hit one more time. They had them on the back foot. But, hey, roll the dice now and then. Yeah, I mean, these are the rounds where you want to pull out certain stuff. But we're straight back into it. Bobby Matariki, there's Maddie. This is a really good combo here. Got Mitz now. Yeah, nice lateral movement. Good touch there by Hamish. This is where the comms have got to be clear. Oh, here we go, T. We've got to keep it on, T. Yeah, good touch. That's a big set for the strikers. And a real smooth, quick transition. Ooh, see, those are those little things, you know. You got to I think you get baited into making that stuff when you don't have to do it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, coming into the end of this half, as the defence has been outstanding, the work rate, getting up an attacking defence system like this here, forcing the errors. Strikers were doing it very well in the last 5 minutes, putting pressure, getting up there. Now it's Heat's turn. Yeah, and look at this. Well, you got, you know, so many seasoned campaigners. I mean, you got Mitz,
you've got Matty, just to name a couple from the touchbacks men's with a wealth of experience. Then you've got these up-and-comings and the men's with E4. Shaunti's a top athlete in the rugby scene, so that they just know when to inject these composure moments. And strikers actually gave them the ball back when they had it. So, but Lukey very, very well, very composed coach. These are the things you actually want happening through the rounds, because it has been a little bit smooth sailing for the strikers yesterday coming through. So they would have targeted this game to really test themselves.
Yeah, and you don't want the everything to go perfect for you, and then you get the hiccup in the finals, right? You need something to just disrupt the system so you can go back to the drawing board and get things right. You don't want to be too comfortable.
Well, when you leave this tournament, you want things to work on, because you know they're going to be really, really big. And that was the play. Plenty of time here, Georgie. They 5 minutes. The Heat lead the strikers 11-10, 21 touchdowns. Unbelievable.
Touchdowns. Beautiful. Let's see if the strikers still do that attacking defense, keeping the Heat off the 7-metre line. Yeah, working forward. So the work rate, the heart rate will be right up there. Have they got the legs to hold on for another 5 more minutes? Hot hand Davis once again, dummy half. Yeah, Mitza coming to the party. We'll see if there's a recount there. No, he wasn't going for the ball that time, so good call.
She's had a great game.
She has. She has.
She's had a really great game because her positioning's been great. And obviously George with the lead ref here, he'll be stoked for that stuff. And Brett's going along well too. Here goes the two. But good to see the two, get involved just a little bit more at the back end here. Yeah, that was a bit of a waste of a touch there. Sort of ran away. But here we go, Riley. Cameron Todd. He's going to work them here. Yeah. Could have finished that set a bit better, but here we go. They're going to put some heat on defence, the strikers. Yeah, cut that outside lane there. There's one there. This is good work from the strikers, but they've got to, stay disciplined. Touch 3. This is a great set from the strikers. They just can't really let that happen, Picked up some big metres, Tawera. That's 4, and he's got him to the 10. They'll get back to this middle for Matty. Bobby just knows his role. That's another great touch. This young boy, Riley. Ooh, Bobby. Yeah, good work. Man, Jackson, way to go. Jackson really saved them there.
Yeah, strikers did really well on that attacking defence there, and then Ohia just made something happen when their backs were against the wall, and they almost even scored after that set of 6.
Yeah, this is a good set for the strikers. Pick up a penalty, touch 3. And it's actually been sort of, back and forth. No team's really held on to momentum for long periods of time.
Yeah, good seesaw battle, and then at different times, people looking like they're in the hot seat there and dominating, but then straight away the other team comes back. And that's just how you like to see the game played.
Yeah, they've sort of gone away from what was really strong in that first half. Bit of a hater player there. Yeah. That tuck setup, that they were setting up worked really, really well. And they haven't set that up for a while. Here's Shiloh on the ball. Oh, yeah. Great work. They're just so in tune, really in rhythm. And we saw one of those. Look at this. Nice late switch here from George. Checks it. Just gets a hand to it, Tarwood, and look at that, man. Tama. Beautiful skills. And Trey was right there too. You said earlier, and it's a game of inches, and it still is, George.
Yeah, poor Hippie was right there, but with Winiata just putting it down just on the nip of the paint, getting it down like millimetres before the touch was made.
Oh, there you go. He'd done that earlier on. They're probably not IDing that Efion's coming on a sweep. He's going to get live, and he's going to get low.
Oh, I'm loving Hotham, man. He's been watching this NRL league, the exciting jumping on each other after the touchdown. He started the game yesterday with that, and now he's finishing the second half with a bit of that as well. I'm sure he's a Panthers fan, I think.
He well could be, the dentist. Yeah, very, very intelligent man from a beautiful whānau. And here we go. Young Riley, I've been impressed with Riley out of the loaded club there. Yeah, here's this play that has worked very well for them. They've got to finish here. Oh, look at that from Trey. What a touch. What a touch from Trey, man.
Boy Hippie is under the spotlight. He's happy with the touch there.
That was awesome work from Trey. And even Mitts on the inside to push him because Shiloh stepped the middle, then the other middle, so it was a 3-on-1 almost. Yeah. Man, that's huge defence. And that defence right there, that could be the difference on the points table. So here we go, bang, link, bang, middle. Checks here, so now it's, there you go, 3-on-2. This is a great touch. Look at this touch. There you go. Yeah, awesome. Way to go, Trey. That's great honesty. Coming through, so we've got 14 seconds. And the Heat have managed to call back and take this one by one. Roll ball there. They got a few touches, and I think they're going to finish with the ball in hand. That's a big. What a game with 23 touchdowns, Georgie.
Oh, what a game. I've been on the edge of my seat. I haven't managed to fall off. 23 touchdowns in that game, and it deserved to be a draw. I felt that game deserved to be a draw, but I'll leave it over to you to wrap it up. I'll go and head out to the field to grab one of these great stars of the future. You'll see who it is soon.
Yeah, the Heat take that one, 12-11 over the Northern Strikers. As Georgie heads out there, I'm riding solo there, whānau. But, hey, a lovely day here in Wellington. You just saw a game, 23 touchdowns. You may see a few on some of the replays that come through, our Bunnings Warehouse replay. A lot of respect between these two franchises, Northern Strikers, who have travelled the furthest. But here we go, Shiloh. I think we're going back to the first half here. Shiloh gets the ball. Tama Winiana, this is his playthrough play. This was the play just right on half-time. So they scored just right on half-time there. And now we go to the second half. They come back out and they scored here. Nice platform. Another play here. Nat Turner gets the ball, tuck play in behind, runs through, and he slides it in early. Gets through, gets slow, ball down. And then from here, we started going back to that back and forth touch where the Heat come through. Bobby drops this platform here for Maddie. Maddie comes through, steps back, left to right, goes through, tuck him behind, and Mitts. Awesome angle, but also Sasu done well to keep his outside defender isolated on him. Here comes Ifion. Ifor's on the ball. And Tiwi, man, he's been the man who, as they say, with the hot hand. Ifion comes around, and watch how low he gets and early. Just gets down just before the defence could get there. And that wasn't the first time that he done this game. Actually, and there's that big celebration as they bring it all together. We come back to the Strikers. And here we have fun, and we're going to go live now to George, who's live on field.
Here we are, Game 3, Day 2. I'm here with Strikers, the Northern Strikers star, George the Urban Burgess. How are you feeling, my friend? What was the difference out there? Tell us a little bit what the feeling was and what you're going to do from here.
Oh, it's been good. It's been good to get some touch in finally. But yeah, I think they probably just sucked really well on the line. And I think we couldn't really execute our 33s and stuff because of that. So props to them, I guess. Good squad, yeah.
Yeah, you guys did really well. I love the driving plays through the middle at the start, and you're getting nice tries off the back end then. Also some great defence there, some attacking defence. Let's talk about the coaches. How have they been for your team?
Oh, it's awesome. We've got obviously Danyon coming in because he's injured this year, so he's stepped into the coaching role. So that's been really cool, and I think a lot of learning for him as well. So, and Luke Chapman, so first time with him as a coach, and he's been really good as well. So it's awesome.
Awesome. And yeah, you're a North Harbour boy, but you've been living down here in the Wellington. How's it feel to be back this weekend? The weather, this is normal for you, right?
No, it's not very normal for me. No. How good to have such good weather here today, but no, it's been good.
Awesome. Just a final note, you've been doing some great work down in Wellington. Wellington would like to thank you for all the effort that you've been putting into the community, helping out the young teams and so forth while you've been here. A young head, young mind, but very intelligent. So thank you on behalf of Wellington. We look forward to seeing you at the next campaign because that wraps it up for you guys.
Yeah, wraps it up in St. Kitts, so.
Here we go. So we'll wrap it up at St. Ken's. It's going to give them something to go back to the drawing board with. But you know the saying, touch.
What a game.